The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But you look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only Week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Stiff-armed him. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Broncos had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Powell's throw taken in by Samuel. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Samuel gets him a first, and he's somebody's valued for more than just his receiving work. Sure, he had over 600 yards, but he also had almost 200 rushing yards, and the team loves using him as an additional ball carrier.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Powell changing the play here. Now the 2nd-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down right back to Gibson.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. His third rushing touchdown on the year, his fifth overall. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Third down, it's Willis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos, nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Howell throwing on third down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a toss left side. It's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 32. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. 3rd and 2, Willis. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. 4th down, Willis. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Mitchell is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Willis. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. First down now, but that clock rolling. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to line.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. It's Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the... And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game.
These 2 teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Faking the handoff, Howell. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held, it goes incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. 2nd and 10, Howell. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And Howell will throw it. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Toss play to Robinson. Pushes him over. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Howell. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in, ruined expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside remains, though, and Denver certainly prepared to help him unlock it as he returns to full strength.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Yeah, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
4th down. Here's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 4 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Howell.
And he finds McLaurin.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Broncos 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Play action. It's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Play action. Now Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Again, Wilson. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 more yards there and another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because
That gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 3.
A give to Robinson on the option.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got room at the 30.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Powell.
Flush to his right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Oh, my goodness. How about this start to a season? I mean, it doesn't get much better. 2 touchdowns, remember, last week in the opener. 3 more here. This is some kind of pace to put yourself on.
Are we going to go ahead and look ahead and say 4 next week? Is that too much to ask for? That's what he's dreaming about right now. That's what his team's thinking about. But, boy, what a start for him.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Broncos 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wilson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be
awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll only get this back to the 10-yard line. Not too sure what he was doing there. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some more. There he goes, left side. Now he gets free up the left sideline. Room past the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Got his man, it's Dulcich. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now they got to get to the line quickly. This quick pass complete to Sutton. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be caught. Judy. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Open man, and again it's Sutton. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. That one looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come.